The heavyweight division currently has one king. That man is Alexander Usyk.
He is undisputed for a third time.
But there are many heavyweights queuing up to take that crown. On October 25th, live on DAZN, two heavyweights will meet in what will be an explosive showdown. Former WBO heavyweight champion Joseph Parker will take on the knockout artist Fabio Wardley.
Unbelievable!
Before they meet in the ring, they're going to meet here face to face. This is Parker versus Wardley. This is Face Off. Gents, here we are. October 25th. You both have a date lock in. I want to start with you. You've been sort of screaming for everyone. You've been wanting a fight. Alexander Usyk's name's been mentioned. Daniel Dubois was supposed to happen and didn't happen. How does it feel to get a date locked in against this man?
I'm very happy. I'm happy that he put up his hand. Like you said before, there are a lot of fighters that say they want to fight, but they fight anyone, but they're just saying it, you know? I think that's a good example of we will fight anyone. And even though we're in a good position, he's a WBA mandatory, I'm WBO, but we're not going to sit around and wait. We want to be busy.
Are you surprised he said yes?
No.
No?
No, he's shown in his career that he does step up to the challenge and he finds a way to win. And so I'm not surprised he took the challenge.
Was there any hesitation from you, Fabio? I feel like it's a stupid question. I know the answer to it, but I have to ask, any hesitation at all in taking on Joseph Parker?
No, not at all, and that's not a slight on him at all. It's words my ambition of that is the opportunity put in front of me, offered to me is not one to say no to. Obviously, there's no overlooking the man in front of me at all, but past this fight is the Alexander Usyk fight, and that is a massive, that's not a massive fight, that is the fight, that is everything. So, no, Parker being put to me was an obvious yes.
Did you watch his last fight against Justice Huni?
I did.
What did you make of it, up until that, the equaliser?
Yeah, I mean, I speak to Andy, and we're in camp and we watch his fights, but he said they don't take too much away from the last fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes fighters have great performances and sometimes they don't have the best performances. So you gotta not look at just the last fight, look at all the fights, recent fights, you know? And he was down on scorecards and he just pulled it out. Big right hand. Justice walked straight into it.
And that's what happens, right? That's what you carry at any time, Fabio.
Yeah, maybe me in that circumstance has really been pointed to heavily, but we all carry it. We're all heavyweights. We're all big boys. We can all whack.
You should be able to whack a bit more than most.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I put a bit more into it. Maybe I sit into my shots a little bit more. But yeah, look, knowing I have that in my back pocket is a nice little reserve, a fallback. But that's not it's never the game plan, is to run into a fight, be majority of the points down and then try and just in the last couple of rounds wing it and win. Like that's not what me, Ben, Rob, the team, that's not what we're planning for. We're planning to win a fight nice, concisely, put a good game plan together. But it does just show that sometimes when things don't go right, I'm not gonna head down and feel sorry for myself or cry about it. It's crack on, we keep it and we'll find a way to win.
Where do you think Joseph is now? I always feel like Joseph has had sort of 3 chapters in his career. That World Championship chapter, and then the AJ fight, the fall off after the Joe Joyce, and now. Where do you think he is?
I think he's in the prime. I think he's in his prime. I think he would probably say the same thing as well, that obviously being early on in his career, great fighter, but not green in a sense, but still new to it. You're still finding your feet in certain aspects. World champion, fantastic achievement. To lose and then have a little bit of a middling point where you're a bit here, there, maybe fell out of love with the sport, not really up for it, not really too keen, and then now obviously just upward trajectory of again, top level opponent after top level opponent, chose to show his ambition and how much he again must love the sport and love what he's doing and want to achieve great things again. He's had a taste of a world title before, and he's again, same as me, one punch away from having another bite of it.
He's made a big jump, I think, from Fraser Clark to Justice Huni to you. You're very much at the top table. You've been at the top table for a few years. Do you think he's at the top table of heavyweight boxing?
Yeah, well, look what he's done. Look at the knockouts, and each time he has stepped up, he's found that way to win, right? And WBA mandatory, I think both mandatories might be on the line here. So he is top 5 in the world.
And that's what you're facing. Pressure's all on you, you know, Joseph.
Pressure, I don't really care about pressure, to be honest. Bring it on.
Yeah.
I just want to, you know, I've been boxing for a long time, and I just want to be involved in big fights. And I just want to fight the best in the world, you know?
Yeah.
And he is one of the best in the world.
Is that a fair statement? Pressure's on him?
Yeah,
Pressure's on you as well, but more pressure's on Joseph Parker.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more pressure on him. Obviously, it's his initial position with the WBO that he's putting on the line. His mandatory is ahead of mine, so it's more risk. But again, credit to him, because he could quite easily either take an easy fight, sit, chill, just knock a guy over and relax and wait for Usyk to come back around and that. Or even just sit and wait for the whole time and just wait for his opportunity to come his way. But he's not. He wants to stay busy, wants to stay active, and then not just at any level, at a top level competitor. One of those top guys in the division said yes to. There was no hesitation between his side, no between mine. It was just, yup, let's get this on.
Yeah, we know when your side says yes, so I always think about your team and the Brains Trust, that's what I call it. And I feel like they've said yes because they see holes there. Do you see the holes?
I think, yeah, I see gaps and spaces, but that's due to analysis and looking at things and thinking, knowing my skill set and areas I think I can exploit. I think my team may be slightly a bit more confident as well, as they have got my team as a whole are technically 1-0 already with Dill and that in my corner and things. So they feel like they've done it once already. They'll be able to do it again. But this is me. I'm a different fighter. I'm a different guy. So I'm going to go about this in a different way.
Do you see holes in Fabio?
Every fighter has holes. Yeah. Every fighter has things that we can, you know, that's what training camp is about. Analyzing, working on things that we think or know that can work, and putting a good game plan together.
You know, as soon as this fight was announced, I had a look at social media, which sometimes you're not supposed to do, but I did. And a lot of people were saying boxer versus puncher. Do you think you have the punch power to knock out Fabio, though?
Every heavyweight can knock out anyone. It's just about landing at the right time.
Do you expect to knock out Fabio?
I want to.
Yeah.
I can. That's my plan.
Yeah.
You're not going to go into fights, you know, wanting. Of course, you want to knock them out, right? But you're not going to go in there looking for it. You just got to let it come.
The way you fight recently, you've been looking for the knockouts. That's what you. When I look at your recent fights against Zhang, against Wilder, against Bacoli, you went straight at
the big guys. You know, you gotta give them something to think about. And I mean, how tall are you? You're taller than me, so it's another big guy.
Yeah.
Can we see? Can you stand up? Who's tallest? Can we stand up? Can I see?
I don't know. Are you trying to get us to do an early face-off?
Yeah. No, I just want to see. You're both big guys.
I think we're about the same.
About the same size.
6'4", 6'5".
Okay.
I'll put some heels on for the fight.
Does that mean you go straight for looking at the knockout with him?
No, I'm not going to look for a knockout. I want to have a good game plan with Andy Lee, and George is going to get me in good shape as well in terms of nutrition and strength conditioning, and put it all together on fight night. That's what's exciting, because you use the camp as a way of doing all the preparation, and then fight night is a reward. It's like, okay, now it's time to dance and have some fun.
I guess the biggest reward for both is that Alexander Usyk is the one after. Knowing that and knowing what that means in terms of fighting, I think, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, how difficult is it, and I'll come to you first, Fabio, not to overlook what's in front of you, knowing that there's this big pot of gold potentially early next year?
I think it might be a bit easier for me than maybe for Joe, because this is my first big step into that realm of those guys, former world champion. So for me, this is the biggest fight of my life, without doubt, so far in my career. So to not look ahead and stay very much focused on the opponent in front of me, maybe slightly easier, because I haven't tasted that other side just yet, where it's obviously, he's been a former world champion, has had a bit of that, and he was obviously close to, however, waiting for the Usyk thing to come around, negotiations, I don't know, whatever happened there, and then there's an injury. So he was kind of close to getting that fight, then things pivoted, and now it's me. Whereas my only thing was, who's the next guy? Who's the next guy? Right, it's Parker, let's go, let's focus.
Yeah, and for yourself, you've been calling out Usyk now.
Listen, Usyk is there, but there's no point talking about Usyk if you don't get this right. This is the fight. This is my championship of the world right now. And this is the fight that I'm fully focused on. There's no overlooking Fabio, because, like they said, he can always try to find a way to win, but can he do that against me?
Yeah. That's a whole different discussion, isn't it? Again, Shu, again, a top tier heavyweight. Can I ask you guys to do something? Can I ask you, Joseph, to tell Fabio how this is going to play out October 25th?
How is it going to play out? Let's see. I can see it in my head, right? I can see in my head that the fight's going back and forth, and I can catch him with a big shot, and it's over. Knockout victory.
Knockout victory.
That's what I see in the head. Doing it is a different thing, you know. Doing it on a fight night is different, and that time will come. But that's what I can see.
Fabio?
I think I share some same sentiments there. I think we know between us that there's going to be some back and forth moments. There's going to be, I think this is going to be one of those fights that people will remember for those real dramatic individual moments of round 3, this happened and there was a massive back and forth and someone stumbled and someone fell, and round 5 they came back at each other and went around, and it's going to be a fight that has tops and turns and swings left and right. But overall, I feel like what I've done throughout my career is find a way to win, is no matter the man in front of me, is find a way to beat them, and on the night I think I'll do the same.
I feel very confident.
Well, this is exciting.
No,
This is exciting, honestly. Like, we got this fight locked in. I can't wait for it.
yeah.
It's going to be good.
Is it strange when you're this close to each other? What is this, a couple of feet away, knowing that you are going to throw hands and it's going to hurt? October 25th. Is this
strange? I find that boxing's a gentleman's sport and there's a lot of respect, but in the ring, different game altogether.
This is the thing with this. You know, when they said, Ada, you're doing this face-off, I was like, but these two are so nice. But ultimately, with you two, I know that you have a switch, and I've seen it with both of you, and it happens very quickly when you step into the ring. It starts from the ring walk. Is that what it is? This is all cordial, and I don't mind these face-offs when it's like this. Yeah. Because you know October 25th, it gets going. Yeah,
look, because that's locked, that's done, that's in, that's there. So all of this is the fun and games, is the build-up, this plus training is all the nice bit, is all the build to. And then it's, you step up, you take them few steps up, you land on that ring walk and you look out, you see them sea of fans and the cheering and the noise, and then the gears start to turn and your brain starts to move, and there's just this lock-in moment, and then that's when you know, like, okay, we're here. This is go time, game time.
Found a couple of bits. Have you thought about what it means, winning? What it means for your career?
I've thought about it. I'm not one to get too lost in what this means, what it could do for me, or the ifs, buts, and maybes. I'm very much a person to focus on the now and the immediate and in front of me. And right now, that is training hard and focusing on the man in front of me. Whatever may come after, but right now that's not what I focus my attention on.
And Joseph, it'll be another big name added to already a big resume.
What I want to do now is just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey to fight night.
Yeah.
And prepare well, the result will take care of itself.
What can fans expect fight night? War?
War.
War by name, war by nature is something I picked up along the way, but I think with this one especially, knowing our two stars and how they're going to come together, I think that's, again, why you don't need all of the drama, the table flipping and all the kicking off. But yeah,
no need.
You don't need that.
We've got, there will be enough drama. Everyone will get their money's worth on the night. So we don't need all the build up in that sense. We can just have this nice run, get a few back and forths in, a few words and that, but the real drama, the real excitement will come on the 25th.
Okay, I'm going to stop stirring this up now because you two are too friendly. Joseph, Fabio.
Cheers.
Handshake, gents.
Of course.
Good luck to both of you.
Paul.
Yeah.